thanks to Chosen Prime, here is Deluxe Class Blurr from the Titans Return line. He's now a Headmaster. He was a Target Master back in the old line, and now he is a Headmaster, because everybody's a Headmaster in the Titans Return line for the most part. And here he is in his vehicle mode, a kind of futuristic speed flying car. He does have some wheels on the bottom to allow him to roll, and he does roll pretty well. The gun here is, instructions say to peg it under here. You can also peg it onto the side of his vehicle mode in a couple different places, I guess right here, or over here on this side. So you can peg that on to the side of the vehicle mode as you wish. He's got a little opening cockpit here. And you'll notice that's empty for the moment, only because I wanted to show off, since I didn't have any Titan Masters to show it off with. Here's Wheelie, and when he's in vehicle mode, any of the Titan Masters figures, as you can see, can sit right there inside Wheelie, and he can carry them around. Daniel from Masterpiece Ultra Magnus can also fit in here, but I can't find him. I know I had him somewhere. I had him out for my backdraft review, but I don't know. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and take his Titan Master out. So, like, yeah, between Wheelie's butt chair and Headmasters, they can kind of talk to each other while they're sitting there inside a Wheelie. Yeah, I just want to show off that function of Wheelie. Also, real quick on Wheelie, his peg holes here, these are his fist holes. Some people were asking, he can in fact hold the slingshot from the GDO Wheelie if you choose to do that. And if you want, you can either store it in his cockpit if you don't have a Titan Master, or you can even peg it onto the side of vehicle mode here. Get this peg back in. There we go. Or you can just throw it in the cockpit, like I said. Probably easier to throw it in the cockpit, but he can hold the slingshot. So I'll go ahead and mess with him later. So yeah, here's Blurr. Here's his little Titan Master dude, Hyperfire, I believe his name. Yeah, Hyperfire. And same as all the others, he's got the same ball joints at the shoulder, which allow the arms to come up. Well, he can't. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Looks like some clearance issues may have not let his shoulders go all the way up, but he can raise his arms all the way up. Some nice silver detailing, ball joint at the neck, and then just the hinge there on the feet. The feet are all one piece. They're not separate legs. And there's nothing on these new Titan Masters to hide the face on the back. He's just walking around with an upside-down face on his back. Oh well. But he can sit here in the cockpit, the driver's seat, and you can close that down like that. And like I was mentioning with the others, he does have a little dedicated weapon mode. You can kind of pop this off. Come your front part. There we go. Unpeg the arms first. And pop this whole cockpit off like this. And the instructions actually show this with this all sitting in here like this. Take him out. That's where it's supposed to collapse for robot mode. It's got a couple different positions. You can take this, flip it over, peg the gun on, plug the Headmaster in, and flip down this little piece right here. And it kind of, and you can plug it in. Instructions show it plugged on as like a little sidecar here on Blurr. Looks a little silly on Blurr, but again, if you consider you can attach these little pods to any of the larger Titan Masters. I want to say Target Masters. I think it's neat that they all come with a little accessory that allows their Titan Master partner to become some sort of weapon emplacement on the larger figures, which is pretty cool. So real quick, let's go ahead and put him back in full vehicle mode for a size comparison here. Come on. Let's bring this down like this. You can see how that attaches. It just slides on like that. Fold it back up and peg everything back together. And I actually went out into the shed and dug around for this figure earlier. Hold on. Come on, go back together. There we go. Pop that up. Dug around for this. Here he is with Generations Blurr. A lot of people were saying they wanted to see him with them, so I went out and I dug him out of the storage bin in the shed so people could see him with the Titan Master. So there you go. And he does come with, like all the others, he comes with his little folded up instruction manual in the box. A lot of twist ties on these guys. And a lot of them have rubber bands holding the headmasters on that loop all through the body. It's real fun taking these out of package, let me tell you. We got the instruction sheet and his bio card with the stats on it. Hold that there for a second in case you want to check them out. And to transform him, you already saw part of it. Go ahead and take this gun off of here. Unpeg these from the sides here. Lift them up. This cockpit piece pushes right in like that. Split the legs back here. Open up these little panels here on the legs. And then extend them down like this. Bring the knees all the way up and out. This little wind vane folds into his leg. Close these up just like this. Flip his feet down. Cover the wheels there, form his shoes. Lift this up. Fold the seat into his abdomen. Close that back up. This folds down onto his back, and there's a little slot there specifically for the wheel to plug into, like that. And you can remove that and use it as a shield if you wish. It just pulls right off these tabs like before. Fold his arms up, and fold these little wind vanes here onto the back of his arms. And there's his body. Refocus real quick. And then of course his Titan Master just folds in half, and then his little wind vane, or his little head vane, pulls up out of there. It's kind of loose, so pushing his head in, you kind of tend to push it back in, but it does just pop right out. And there's Blurr, and he's got the same ball joint neck that all the others do. Ball joint shoulders. Actually, no, they're not ball joint shoulders. Are they a ball joint in there? No, it looks like it's just a post in there. But you got some range this way and a swivel this way. So you can get some decent range out of the arm. Bicep swivel, elbow, wrist swivel even on this, which is nice. He does have a waist swivel, thanks to his transformation. Actually, no, he didn't twist his waist. Oh well. Scourge twist his waist. Just a regular hinge knee. And then he's got a little bit of articulation in the foot, although that wheel's there. Well, if you want to make him roller skate, you kind of can. And he can hold his gun. I do like the shape of his robot mode. I think I want to see the Takara version in hand, because I think it has a little bit more dynamic paint apps. You can see he's very blue. He's got light blue paint apps on both the face, the chest, and some dark blue paint apps on a mostly blue body. He's all different shades of blue. And he just picked a color and went with it, aside from the gun, which is silver. And a quick comparison again with his Generations figure, just to give you an idea of how those two look together. So a little smaller, a little skinnier, less, a lot more lithe, skinnier Blurr than we're used to seeing. Although he's never been like super chunky or anything, but yeah, not based off of his IDW self, although I guess maybe he will be by the time the comics come out. Yeah, there he is. Titans Return Deluxe Blurr with Hyperfire. I think it's Hyperfire, right? It's not Hypershoot, Hyperfire. Okay. I'm going to say it's going to be something weird like Hypershoot, and I'm going to be saying it wrong. But no, it's Hyperfire. I was right. Yay!